Hello, this is Logan Ike in his final project. The project I decided to make was a to-do list for myself that uses file IO to store said tasks. I will just show you a brief introduction on how it works here. You can see here, I'll make it bigger. We have the automated list maker. You see we have our task here. It's going to be the ID of 1, homework 1. And we see what class/period it is. And we have 3 options here. Add a to-do list, complete a task, or quit. I'll first show off adding the task, so we'll just hit A. We can add a description, which is going to be something that shows up like this. We'll just say it's final project. Class period, it would be 5. And you can see here, it had updated to 2 here, description, and the class period. We can also complete a to-do. Let's say I completed homework 1 here. You can go ahead and hit the ID here. And while it doesn't show up right now, when we quit the program and restart it up, we can see that it is now no longer here, and we just have this. So the way I did it is I have several classes here. The first class is called to-do item. It takes the ID, description, period, and if it was completed, it all puts it in one file here and returns it. Then we have the storage of said task or item, and which I did was took the description and the period and found how many values of the ID I had. So if I had an ID, I'll show you real quick. If we go to our ID here, we'll see we have 2 tasks right here. We have task 1, which was homework 1, task 2, which was the final project. And all it does is just check each line and see how many lines until it stops. And I'll count that as 3 for the next one. We also have our description file, which has our homework 1 and final project. We have period file, which is just showing which period it is. We have completed, which is just a boolean of 1 and 0, 0 being not completed and 1 being completed. And all I have is just have the lines to take each separate task. We can go into our main here. This right here is just taking the stuff from the files and putting it into the to-do list up here. We start here with automatic list maker. This is just our main screen with our choices. Scrolling a little bit down, we have our 3 options and how they work. Both use if and else if. You can see that up here for just a quit, it was just a have a good day with a break. For the input option for A, which is adding, lets you add a description here. Add you a class period. It also checks if it was an integer or not. And then using that, it makes the task. It automatically assumes that it's not completed. So it starts it with 0. And this here is just to find the ID on the task, which I explained earlier. Here it sends it to storage for it to be used again once I quit and restart the program. And this here just starts it to the task to get it pushed up there. And then we also have the complete task. It's a little complicated here. We just took the input ID here, which was either 1, 2 for us. We just checked if it was in the bounds of there. I checked twice here just to make sure. Make sure the file was opening for this. We have two vectors and screens. All we did was copy every single vector onto it since it's a small enough file. And we just inputted the ID. Here's a failsafe if it does not return. I will show it when I get back to it. Unfortunately, it does not look like it shows up as it gets wiped off immediately after. We have our completed test. And over here, it basically puts it back out. And having a for statement here to find exactly where it needs to be placed back in. And that's basically the entire thing. I could show you the workarounds here. I start it up. If we enter a random value, it'll still take it as we used A. But if, let's say, we have a class period F, it's not an integer, and we have 1.3, it'll just take it to 1. But if we have like 2, 3, 1, it won't take it. I'll just restart it. And then when we complete a to-do, if we say we don't have 4 on here, we had 1, which was already completed, which all it would do is just replace the 1 with another 1. But let's say we have 4, it just restart there. Choose one more time. Choose 3. Or it just goes back to the main screen. Choose 3. And then when we quit again, go back up here, you can see that 3 is gone. And that was my project. Unfortunately, when I stated I could go online, I didn't realize that it was a big task. So this is the most I can do with the time I had set to me. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.